Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
That's right, my name is David Marcus, and I proudly serve at James Madison Academic Campus. I'm going to go up. Before I start this speech, JMAC, worst foot flyers. We're bumping into each other. It's awful. So, I'm originally from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, a small coal town nestled in the anthracite coal region, and I'm a proud first-generation college graduate. Just last year, I became the first person in my family to receive a graduate degree, earning my Master of Arts in History at Marquette University. But there's no need to dwell on my story today. This day is not about me. It is about my colleagues at City Year and the amazing students and educators of Milwaukee Public Schools. Allow me to take this time to dedicate my speech to others. To Marilyn Morales, my girlfriend. To Tal Malik, Glenn Margraf, Francesca James, David and Gloria Marcus, Tony Hill, the students and staff at James Madison Academic Campus, and any other person or community that has ever had to struggle as society hands them more problems, more bills, and more unanswered questions. I thank you all for inspiring me. The following is an ode to your greatness. Our generation has inherited an uncomfortable world. There's no need to sugarcoat it. I hate sugarcoating anything. Ask Chris Castro, ask Chris Steinkamp, even ask Jason Holton. All three have received a fair amount of lengthy, resistant emails from me throughout this year. I apologize. I just can't sugarcoat anything. Core members, in our lifetime, we've witnessed America fall from grace. We've experienced the pangs of the economic crisis. We have seen the cost of education rise as the chance of obtaining a decent job has declined. In the past 2 years, I've been asking myself, and I hope you join me in asking, where are the feasts we were promised? When can America rest its head at night without having to worry about tomorrow? When can we finally overcome poverty, hunger, prejudice, and inequality? When will my brothers and sisters on the north side receive the opportunities they deserve? When will my brothers and sisters on the south side be offered their fair share? When will we, as a people, finally realize that we are all in this together? When will Milwaukee finally come together? South side, north side, east side, west side, rich, poor, black, white, Latino, Asian, Native American, the working, the unemployed, we all need to join together. Now, before I overemphasize the issues at hand, just let me say this. City Year has made me realize that many of us are truly in this together. We have corporations working within struggling communities. We have young men and women of all races, classes, and backgrounds uniting to end the educational crisis in this country. Our red jackets may convey a sense of conformity, but in reality, it is a symbol of our diversity and defiance. We are dissatisfied with the way things have panned out for our people, and instead of apathetically watching our world crumble, we've accepted pennies for the sake of a good cause. We've dedicated our unique, precious lives to a cooperative democratic movement that is much larger than our own identities. It is the most beautiful blend of selfishness and selflessness I've ever seen. We selfishly strive to create a better world for our generation, yet we selflessly dedicate our souls to an important form of national service. Ladies and gentlemen, there's one thing I cannot and will not criticize about this 10-month journey, and that's the men and women standing out there in those red jackets. Although City Year is now a national brand, its deeds will always be driven by the young idealists that rock the brand and fill the boots. And trust me, these boots are not that comfortable. Ask Maggie Heffernan, who always has her boots off in the City Year room. Or Francesca, who wore fuzzy pink slippers. Core 3 of City Year Milwaukee, you've taught me that I belong to one of the greatest generations in American history. Too often our generation is criticized, though these criticisms stem not from the actual value of our collective character, but from the social ills associated with our times. Do not let anyone tell you that we are not cutting it out there. Do not let anyone tell you that we are not great. We've impacted the lives of students on a daily basis. We have helped support the phenomenal educators and administrators of the city. We have collectively taken action to close the achievement gap in this country. Throughout this year, we have seen City Year Corps members put smiles on the faces of sad students. We have watched the red jacket become a symbol of help, hope, and opportunity. We have seen students make the transition from bad grades to good grades, bad behaviors to good behaviors, and sometimes back again. Specifically at James Madison Academic Campus, we witnessed one of our favorite students, Joe Brown III, and some of our other students are out here today, so we should give them a round of applause. So we watched Joe Brown III make the transition from class clown to young gentleman. Just a few weeks ago, after months of work with our team, Joe Brown built up enough, I'm gonna get sad, I'm sorry. Joe Brown built up enough self-determination and strength to give a speech in front of hundreds of our sponsors at our annual dinner. Instead of receiving the laughs he was typically used to in the classroom, Joe Brown received a round of applause, a standing ovation. That's just one of the great things. Board members, I'm proud of all of you. What we did this year was not easy. In fact, it has been more philosophically and physically challenging for me than a combined 6 years in the university system. I'm serious. We've all struggled, but more importantly, we have all overcome. Put all the bad days behind you, quit frantically looking forward to your next steps, forget Lacey. We're being present in this moment. Today, we owe it to ourselves to relax for just a minute and take a deep breath. Never forget to breathe, because it is the greatest privilege in all of life. As you take in this moment, remember that together, as Core 3 of City Year Milwaukee, we've lived to serve another day, and that's a beautiful thing. Thank you.